Match report, Ipswich Town 0-0 Watford. Tom cleverly stretched his unbeaten start as Watford's interim head coach to 5 matches as the Hornets held title-chasing Ipswich Town to a goalless draw. The visitors kept out the Sky Bet Championship's leading scorers on their own patch at Portman Road to stop the Tractor Boys from going top of the table. Watford particularly needed to hold firm at the end of both halves, but they also enjoyed spells on top as Cleverley's men proved again that they are more than capable of mixing it with the league's highflyers. It is now 1 victory and 4 draws for Cleverley, who almost saw one of the most sensational Watford winners ever when Edo Kayembe went close from range in added time. Cleverley made 2 changes from the side which drew 0-0 at home to Preston North End on Saturday, with Matty Pollock preferred to Francisco Serralta in the interim head coach's back 3. There was also a start for Georgi Shakvatadze, which meant Emmanuel Dennis dropped to the bench. Yasser Asprilla attempted a spectacular finish on 7 minutes after spotting Ipswich goalkeeper Václav Hladký off his line, but his effort from just inside the halfway line flew well off target. At the other end, a vital tackle from Wesley Hote nipped the ball away from Omari Hutchinson with the Ipswich man poised to pull the trigger. Some good work from Harry Clark then allowed Kiefer Moore to flick on to Nathan Broadhead, whose well-struck drive forced Hornets keeper Daniel Bachmann to get down low to save. Shakvatadze, making his first start since helping Georgia qualify for Euro 2024, was enjoying a bright opening and drove forward on a commanding run. He was able to find Vakhoun Bayo, but the Ivorian's shot was deflected behind by Cameron Burgess. The corner came to nothing, but you couldn't keep Shakvatadze out of the game, with the midfielder motoring up the center of the park again before Jamal Lewis was unable to keep the move going when well placed. Hutchinson was looking similarly lively for the hosts, with the Hornets' defense surviving after a mazy run saw him skip past a couple of challenges and into the box. The best chance so far came on 27 minutes when a mistake by Ryan Porteous allowed Caden Jackson to race away for Ipswich down the right wing. Jackson crossed for Moore, who took his shot first time and sent it only just wide of the post. Shakvatadze was able to pick Sam Morsey's pocket at the other end, with Lewis collecting and looping in a cross which ended up on target and was caught by Hladký. With opportunities coming at each end, Broadhead was allowed room to shoot from the edge of the area, but he aimed straight at Bachmann. He came much closer moments later, however, as his low drive took a nick before beating the Watford keeper and striking the post. The ball could have gone anywhere, but the Hornets survived as it rolled across the face of goal and away from danger. Ipswich were now enjoying a strong spell, and Jack Taylor was the next to find himself in a good shooting position, only for his effort to strike Broadhead on its way through to goal. Morsey then fired through a crowd of bodies after a quick free kick, but Bachmann proved equal to it. The hosts kept coming as halftime approached, and Bachmann did well to beat away a trademark thumping header from Moore after Clark's inviting cross. Watford weathered the storm to go in goalless at the break, and the match took on an end-to-end feel after the restart, with both teams taking turns to pour forward. Morsey dragged a shot well wide after a loose Bayo pass before the pace of an Asprilla rocket caused Hladký to fumble despite the shot being straight at him. Shakvatadze curled an effort well over, with Ipswich boss Kieran McKenna then opting for a triple change. Watford hadn't allowed Ipswich to return to the dominance they enjoyed at the end of the first half and were looking strong in possession themselves. But they needed Pollock to superbly block Hutchinson's attempt on goal. Ismail Kone was introduced for Shakvatadze as Cleverley made his first change, and the Canadian had the chance to make an impact after a short corner, but was eventually run out of play. Lewis then forced Hladký to parry away his shot, with Kone unable to turn the ball goalwards on the rebound. Ipswich, known for their late goals this season, began to build momentum in the closing stages of normal time, with Ryan Andrews clearing from one goalmouth scramble and the rock-solid Pollock blocking from Massimo Luongo. Dennis was then introduced for Bayo in an attacking switch, but Pollock was needed again to slide in and turn behind Ali Al-Hamadi's shot. In 4 minutes of stoppage time, Tommins replaced Asprilla, and Leif Davis's free kick was swung harmlessly out of play as the Ipswich crowd grew more anxious. with Watford working tirelessly to keep the hosts at bay. The visitors then nearly won it in the most dramatic of circumstances. KMB unleashed a mighty clearance from range which unwittingly curled in on Hladkie's goal, with the keeper needing to frantically backpedal and claw away. It would have been the most amazing of endings, but the Hornets could still take heart from being only the second team to stop Ipswich scoring at home this season. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.